Dylan Wang just paused an entire filming schedule, and the reason why is sending Daeshan fans completely over the edge. His Aspera Ad Astra roadshow is here, the energy is electric, and right in the middle of all of it, Shen Yu showed up like a breath of fresh air and reminded everyone exactly why Daeshan is the most powerful connection in the industry. One smile. One presence. The entire mood of a set shifted. But before we get into every single detail of this story, and trust me, the details are everything, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with your fellow Daeshan fans right now. Because Dylan and Shen Yu's love story cannot get better than this. And you do not want to be the last one in the room when it does. Now let's get into it. Dylan Wang is in the middle of one of the most demanding seasons of his career. Filming commitments stacked back to back, a roadshow for Aspera Ad Astra running simultaneously, public appearances, press obligations, and an industry watching his every move. This is the version of Dylan Wang that the world sees, composed, powerful, tireless. But here is what fans caught this week that no one was fully prepared for. In the middle of all of it, Dylan paused. And the reason he paused, the thing that pulled him out of the relentless momentum of everything on his plate, was Shen Yu. Not a scheduled break. Not a management decision. Not a rest day built into the calendar. Shen Yu walked into that energy and the entire atmosphere changed, and everyone around them felt it immediately. Let's talk about what the Aspera Ad Astra roadshow actually means for Dylan right now, because context matters here. This is not a casual promotional tour. Aspera Ad Astra represents something deeply personal for Dylan, a project he has invested in at a level that goes beyond just showing up and delivering lines. The roadshow is his opportunity to bring that story directly to audiences, city by city, face to face. It demands presence, emotional availability, and an enormous amount of energy. And Dylan has been giving it everything, every single stop, without visible cracks. Which is exactly why what fans noticed made them stop scrolling entirely. Shen Yu's arrival did not just bring warmth to the space. It brought restoration. Fans and staff present described a visible shift in Dylan, the kind of ease that does not come from a break in the schedule but from being around someone who genuinely refuels you. His shoulders dropped. His laugh came easier. The version of Dylan that emerged in those moments was not the polished, industry-facing Dylan that the cameras usually capture. It was the real one. The relaxed one. The one that only appears when he feels completely safe. And Daeshan fans know exactly who makes him feel that way. This is the thing about Shen Yu that the casual observer tends to underestimate. She is not someone who arrives and pulls focus. She does not need the room to revolve around her. What she does instead is something far more rare. She walks into a space and makes the person she cares about feel like they can exhale. On a roadshow like this, where every city brings a new crowd, new expectations, and new pressure, that quality is not just appreciated. It is necessary. It is the difference between surviving a demanding season and actually moving through it with your spirit intact. Fans watching the behind-the-scenes footage and fan-captured moments from various roadshow stops began connecting the dots almost immediately. There was a version of Dylan at the stops before Shen Yu's presence, and there was a version after. Both professional. Both fully committed. But the energy was different. One was a man carrying everything with quiet strength. The other was a man who had been reminded, at least for a moment, that someone has his back completely. The internet did what the internet always does with Daeshan moments, it built the case layer by layer. Fans noted the timing of her appearance against his roadshow schedule. They analyzed the body language in every available frame. They rewound clips to catch the exact moment his expression shifted. And the conclusion every single thread arrived at independently was the same one: Shen Yu did not stumble into this moment. She chose it. She looked at his schedule, saw the weight of what he was carrying, and decided that showing up was more important than staying away. That is not a co-star move. That is not an industry friend move. That is a partner move. What makes this particularly meaningful for Dae-is Han fans is the restraint involved. Neither Dylan nor Shinyu turned this into a public statement. There was no coordinated post, no subtle hint dropped to fan accounts, no carefully timed story upload. The moment existed because it needed to exist, not because an audience needed to see it. And yet the audience saw it anyway, because that is the nature of genuine connection. It leaks through every attempt to contain it. The road show will continue. Dylan will move from city to city, bringing Per Aspera Ad Astra to the audiences who have been waiting for it, delivering the kind of presence that makes people remember exactly why he is one of the most compelling performers of his generation. But tucked inside this chapter of his career, quiet and unannounced, is this moment, where Shinyu walked in and reminded him that the person matters more than the performance. That is what Dae-is Han has always been at its core. Not the matching outfits or the synchronized schedules or the fan theories, as much as all of those are loved. At its core, it is two people who show up for each other when it counts. Quietly. Consistently. Without needing anyone to applaud it. Dylan Wang is out there giving everything he has to this roadshow. And Shinyu made sure he did not have to do it alone. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What moment from the roadshow hit you the hardest? Like this video, subscribe, and stay close. Because Dae-is Han is nowhere near done writing its story.